Get cozy, everybody, because today we'll continue to play Sepia. Cheers. Where were we? Yeah, here we go. I reach for my pillow to toss it at this otherworldly intruder. Another hint that she may not be actually human, but she dodges and watches it fly out the window. And stop looking so happy about it. Now, shouldn't you be pleased to have someone like me wake you up? I'd rather not have mysterious teleporting girls sitting in my window, thank you very much. I lunge forward and grab hold of Myra's wrist. Well, don't push me, meanie. I'm not pushing you, I just want you to disappear at the last second and leave me to explain why I was talking to myself all morning. Oh really? Are you sure this isn't just an excuse to take my hand and pull me under your bed? Like anyone would do that? I promptly let go of her wrist. You know, there's no need to get so worked up. Any healthy person would. You know, there's... What? That's what... Oh, did you just... Hey, you weren't supposed to actually pull me. I didn't, you fell. Put on some proper clothes, pervert. Hey, you're the one sneaking into my bedroom. Oh, here we go. Hey... Oh, I thought the sister was gonna enter the room. She's back in the window. As I was saying, it's time for you to choose. Will you stay with your sister or come with me? And no, you can't have both. This might as well be a life or death situation. What should I do? Let's see. Save here. Yep. Well, she did come all this way. I'll run off with mine before I run out of some gun. I don't care if childhood friends are not sticking through windows. This is my thing, yeah. Sorry, Myra, but you have to plan your escape on your own. Rin can be far scarier than you imagine. Oh. Well, I guess that's fine. Sorry. I mumbled something under my breath. Wait, why am I apologizing? No, there's no need to apologize. I was uninvited after all. Really? It was that easy? Now you're starting to make me feel guilty. Sorry. But you kinda picked a bad time. Maybe later, alright? Sure, I'm looking forward to it. Without wasting a second, I head downstairs while trying to come up with an excuse for Rin. It took you long enough. Sorry, I was kind of caught up on something. Caught up? Uh-oh. Well, whatever, I'll take your word for it. We'll still make it if you hurry up and eat. Don't worry about it, I'm sure we'll be fine. I don't want to be late either. It's disturbingly quiet in here. Sure, Rin seems tired this morning, but it's weird she isn't talking at all. Huh? Her eyes are wide and focused on something behind me, as if there were an assassin ready to slit my throat. Rin, is everything okay? Yeah, is everything alright? You look worried. My name is Myra. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Rin has a girlfriend and she's just spent the night over? God damn it. Well, that was surprising. I didn't think that would happen. Sorry for all the trouble. Trouble? I'm getting to meet Anisha's secret girlfriend. This is far from trouble. And I'm finally getting to talk to Mark's family members. It's a win-win situation. Win-win-lose. As long as you're both happy, then I guess that's all that matters. That's definitely not all that matters, but so it goes. Oh, I'm more than happy, don't you worry. So, Rin's your name, correct? Well, my real name's Rena, but everyone just calls me Rin. More like you tell everyone to. I take it you've known my brother for a while, for you to be so bold about all of this, Oh no, this whole morning was just a big misunderstanding. Mark and I aren't really going out. You're not? What were you just doing? That was part of the misunderstanding too. This is why I always tell you not to jump to conclusions, Rin. And if the conclusion you were jumping to was actually correct, shouldn't you be a bit more worried? Ahem. Well, you can't blame me. What else was I supposed to think? She pauses for a moment. There are about 1,000,000 holes in my story, and any excuse you can come up with is bound to be implausible. Hang on, there's something that isn't adding up here. Really? I'm not the type to keep secrets. Am I the only one who sees that expression? Forget that. Let's step back for a moment. Tell me, if you didn't spend the night over, then how'd you get inside the house? What's to say I didn't spend the night over? Beth. So you were with Mark last night? Yes, I was. We were out late somewhere and I wound up losing my house key, so I had no choice but to stay over with you two. It's a bit late to ask, but I hope you don't mind. Shouldn't your parents have been at home? And why didn't you introduce yourself instead of sneaking in? This is the worst lie. Fair enough. Why did it work? As long as you use the front door next time, I'll be satisfied. Whatever your relationship with my brother may be, it's a pleasure to meet you, Myra. And it's a pleasure to meet you, too. There's something seriously wrong with these two. So, Myra, what school do you go to? Well, I moved down to the country back in junior high, so I've kind of been here and there since then. Here and there? You're attending school somewhere, right? Well, I am to some extent. That's not vague at all. So, where's your school? If it's in the same direction as us, we could walk together. It's north. Myra points to the north, which right now is our stove. North? Yeah, north. She's dead. You know, walk a bit to the north, take a small detour to the east, and then head back to the road going up. Wait a minute, I should help. Maybe our brother-sister tag team is the only way to defeat this enemy. Sorry, but I'm not sure what you mean. Are there any landmarks in the area? Not really. I'm sort of out in the forest. You see, way up north. At the mention of forest, Rin's eyes flicker. It's an interesting school, though quite different from what you're used to. Really, do tell. Well, it isn't very strict. We don't even have specific rules regarding the uniform. Can you attend classes whenever you want? It wouldn't be much of a school if we could do that. But our schedules aren't too strict either. That's why I'm able to come all the way here instead of getting ready. I knew it. Would you happen to have your school bag with you? No, not right now. Why? What's your favorite snack? I'm not sure. There's so much to choose from where I live. Well, if I had to pick, I've been eating a lot of that Japanese snack lately. You know, the fish. You really are. Just don't disappear, okay? Disappear? Why would I? I'm sorry, but I think I need to be alone. Hiding her face from view, Rin dashes to the restroom. I wish I knew what she was acting, but the line is blurry these days. Interesting family you have here, Mark. Now do you see what I was talking about? I guess you were right. I just realized that I'm still not wearing my uniform and I need to find a way to teleport to school. Myra, sorry, but... Actually, sorry to say this, but... You first. Well, I was just going to say that I should be going now. My school isn't that lenient. That's good, because Rin and I usually leave around now, too. Oh yeah, Mark. Thanks for entertaining me this morning. You have a small family, but it's fun here. I'd like to come back sometime. Don't worry about it. It's quiet and a foolish voice in my head forces me to continue. I'd like for you to come see me again, too. Well then, I guess that's it. I might see you again later, but I can't make any promises. Good luck at school. Before I could figure out if her heart was inexplicably pounding like mine, Myra skips away to the bedroom. She's crawling out the window again, isn't she? Use the goddamn front door. She's so funny. A few minutes after the morning bell finishes its chime, the teacher walks in and my first class begins. I'm on time? Either that or he's 10 minutes late. I sigh audibly and slouch in my chair. Lillian, of course. She'll be here, won't she? After everything that happened before, I'm not sure what to say to her. Oh, looks like class is beginning. Guess I better try to pay attention today. The key word being try. Lunch arrives before I realize it. Yeah, this whole paying attention thing doesn't really suit me. More importantly, I've got to track down Rin and Lucas to ask about what they were doing the other day. Do you understand now? This is why the ratio is so important. I see. This isn't the first time I've said this, but you're a strange guy. Lillian and Lucas are in our usual spot talking about something. I can hear them from where I'm standing, but they can't see me. What? I'm not eavesdropping. I'm just checking my watch. Extremely slowly. It might sound strange to you, but it's a key element of character design. How do you expect to learn to draw if you can't look at things from the perspective of the fan? Well, this was just your impromptu idea. That's not the point. Information like this comes in handy everywhere in life. I'd like to know even a single place that might where that might come in handy. That's an insignificant detail. Just don't forget. 4125. It's a necessity. I might regret asking this, but do you really find these things that interesting? Is he talking about version number? For version 412215, whatever. But of course, this is a vital aspect of my existence. And you're not ashamed at all to talk about it? Not in the slightest. Not even to a girl? Well, maybe a little, but I have no need to admit that to you. You weren't planning on saying that, were you? A cunning mastermind such as myself makes no mistakes. But occasionally a slip of the tongue does occur. Something strange. I'm not sure what, but you're a strange guy. And I'm not interested in ordinary humans, so I have no complaints. Lillian laughs in reaction, but it's not the same way you'd laugh at a sitcom on TV or a bad pun. You're far more transparent than you think. Has anyone ever told you that? Not in recent memory. Damn it, something's not right. You can create an identity by pretending to push reality away, but really, you're just... Sorry I'm late. I barge into the hall. I had to talk with one of my teachers after class. What have you guys been up to? Well, I was just telling Lillian about the ideal ratio of... Never mind that. What have you been doing, Lillian? My only normal friend here? Nah, just the usual. Then let's eat. Studying makes me hungry. Take out my lunch with more vigor than necessary. The others seem to notice that something's off, but... Never mind, it's lunchtime. That's all. Okay, pretty cool. But I remember something as our conversation continued. It's not a complete memory, but it's there somewhere. It happened by chance. Lucas's binder was left lying on the ground and a small brightly colored object stuck out from the front. It was a bookmark. It was a normal bookmark for the most part, crudely laminated with plain design. The only notable thing about it was I'd seen it before. It was lying in Lillian's drawer yesterday, tucked safely away. I keep telling myself that it's pointless, but I can't shake the feeling that this memory is somehow relevant. Did Lucas give it to her as a present? That might make sense, but then how does he have the same one? It could just be a coincidence, I know, but I know it isn't. It's silly, the thing I'm trying to remember is so irrelevant that I forgot it after only a year, and yet it must have been important to at least one person for it to be stored away so deliberately. Okay. What's that about? Mark, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. We're having lunch in the hallway. Again. Alright, just making sure. Anyway, as I was saying, Lillian continues talking, but my mind is too clouded to make any sense of it. Hang on a moment. That isn't who I think it is it? I turned to look outside and my suspicion is proven correct. At first I had only seen one, but there are two figures out in the snow. One of them has every right to be there, although she should probably be sitting with us instead. As for the other... Sorry guys, I'll be back in a moment. Watch my stuff. I spring to my feet and dash outside. Well, look who decided to show up. Gasping for breath, I catch them before they reach the entrance. That's what I should be telling you. What are you doing here? Nothing in particular. I was bored, so I decided to pay you a visit. At school, of all places? I did say I would come back, didn't I? This just proves that I'm not a liar. That's beside the point. Only if you want it to be. What, do you even care about making sense anymore? Don't be mean, Anisha. Maya just bumped into me on the way to school and asked for directions. Then we started talking and she ended up following me here. She was just trying to be friendly. And you don't think that's even remotely creepy? More importantly, your sister seems to be quite an interesting person, Mark. Myra puts on a mischievous grin, as if she knows something she isn't supposed to know and wants me to know that she knows it. Anyway, what are we idling around here for? Let's go grab something to eat. What? I already have a lunch? That's okay, junk food tastes better. And I have friends to eat with. Don't you want to eat with your precious childhood friend? Who said you were my childhood friend? I did. Now let's go. Wait. Have fun. Huh. Interesting. So what exactly are these things? Just eat it. What's the worst that could happen? You could be trying to poison me. Why would I do something like that? I'm not sure why you would do anything you do. Good point. Well, I guess you'll have to live in fear as long as I'm by your side. Sounds like a dream come true. Maya takes a bite out of the fish-shaped snack. These things creep me out, but I'm not sure if I want to know what's inside them. I think I heard Ren talking about these ones. Something about a character that really liked them. Oh, and what happened? I think she died. That's disappointing. Well, maybe she came back to life or something, I don't know. It's not like that's relevant to anything. Oh man, we're still planting the seeds. So many clues, yeah, guess not. That was an odd pause. Anyway, what are you waiting for? Surely, you don't want to starve out here after voluntarily choosing to skip lunch. Yes, in her world, voluntarily choosing means being physically dragged from one point to another. You won't know what it's like until you try it. Take a bite. Fine. Sweet. I know, isn't it great? It's not bad. See? She takes another bite, looking like a kid in the candy store. You're not difficult to please, are you? Are you implying something? No, I'm asking directly. That's not the point. Now, do you see how how I feel when I talk to you? She devours the last of her snack to hide the fact that she's at a loss for words. You look like you don't have a worry in the world. It must be nice. I don't have much to worry about in the first place, right? We can take as much time as we need. That smile. It makes me uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm just glad you weren't trying to poison me with this thing after all. I told you I wouldn't do something like that. The most I do is try to mess with your social life. Is that supposed to be comforting? You're easy to toy with. Ugh. So Myra, if you don't want to tell me about yourself, then tell me about your past. The distant past, even. Why would you ask that all of a sudden? Well, you were talking to Rin, right? She must have asked something about you, and I don't think you could have worded your way around it. I wouldn't go as far to say that. True. But still, you must have told her something, right? It's a little unfair that she knows more about you than I do. Myra prompts her chin on her fingers. Fair enough. So, where do you want me to start? Now that's a tricky one. I didn't even think she'd agree. Well, what about your life before high school? What were you doing before we met? You don't pull your punches, do you? She grins awkwardly but continues on. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I was living in another country a few years ago. It was from the end of junior high to the beginning of high school. Okay, now I'm curious. Feel free to stop talking when you want, but mind telling me how you ended up in another country? Well, it's a long story. I can wait. I know, but... She sighs audibly. I guess that's the end of that. It's alright, I understand. Sorry for prying. Oh, there's no need to apologize. It's nice to see that you're being open with me. Shouldn't it be the other way around? You haven't told me much about yourself either. That's because you already seem to know all there is to know. I can't argue with that. I smirk unconsciously. It's like I'm talking to an old friend. Well, it's up to you, but I don't think it's helping us grow closer if you don't tell me anything about yourself. I don't mean to hit a nerve, but you really want to know. When you put it that way, I'm not sure. If it's important to you, then I can talk. But only if you promise that you're not doing it out of curiosity. I stare at her and regret sinks. Okay, sorry. No, I should apologize. It isn't like me to get this serious. You know, even though I haven't known you for long, I think we've talked enough for me to understand just a little bit about you. I know enough to say that you're not suited to being depressed. Hey, I'm still human. Humans are allowed to be depressed. Then how do you explain jumping off the roof and vanishing into the snow? Well, maybe I'm just a special human. A human that can teleport isn't a human. Wow, you just ruined the girl's dreams. Yep, she's definitely back to normal. You know, you're a lot more childish than I first thought. What? Would you rather I act like an elegant lady that lives in a mansion, drinks expensive tea every morning, and goes to a prestigious all-girls high school? That was a very specific example. Now, I'm not saying that as an insult. I just find it surprising. I think it's kind of nice that you act like this. It makes me feel like I can relate to you. You don't think you can relate to the refined type? Well, no, not really. And I don't think many of us can either. Maybe you're right. Well, that's okay. I'm far from refined, as you can see. Myra brushes her hair aside, and her dark expression with it. This is who I really am anyway. Just an eccentric kid who enjoys a quiet night of reading. If that's how you want to put it, then I'm just a weak-willed slacker who would skip school right before exams to talk to a girl he barely knows. It's an odd combination, but I think it works. And that's all that matters. Come on, let's go. The day is still young. She walks up ahead, and for once I willingly follow. What about school? Okay, I guess. It's an odd combination, but I think it works. That phrase reminded me in my mind as the hours passed. I still remember Lillian's downcast eyes that studied the ripples in her mug of hot chocolate, but that memory is dueling with the strangely captivating performance that Myra is putting on. I can't explain it, but with Myra, it feels as if we've known each other for a really, really long time. But getting attached here is dangerous. I check my watch, 2 p.m. School has long since started for the evening, so there's no chance of making it back. Congrats, Myra, you've successfully made me skip class. Really? She pulls out an elegant pocket watch and checks the time. What time does lunch end again? 1 p.m. But if you want to head back, I guess it's alright. I know you're not exactly a top student, so I wouldn't want you failing on my account. Is she actually being considerate? Well, I probably should head back. But then you'd be all alone, wouldn't you? I suppose I would. I dragged you out of school for a reason, after all, so I'd like it if you stayed. So you were just offering to be polite? I guess you could say that. Somehow I'm not surprised. It's fine. I think this is a worthy sacrifice anyway. I mean, sacrifices are important sometimes. That's true. It's like the concept of risk-taking, isn't it? Think about it. No one likes feeling vulnerable, but in sacrificing the comfort of the status quo, you might get something more valuable than what you had before. I suppose that's right. It is, isn't it? But to be honest, that's the kind of thing that only works in economic textbooks. It's like when you buy a patty, but you're too afraid to take the first bite in case it's too hot. Yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Humans are naturally afraid of burning their tongues. Yep, I know more about that than anyone else. Why do I get the feeling you mean that literally? Oh, you mean you weren't talking about food? Sigh. The city sure is a nice place in the winter, isn't it? Myra stretches out her arms and embraces the chilly wind. The sun is already sinking and her light hair is almost glowing. You're almost talking like you're new to the place. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I knew you'd say that. My hands are in my pockets, grudgingly hiding from the cold, but I unconsciously scratch the side of my face. It's always like this in the winter, though. Even if the snow piles up in the parking lots by February, winter is known to be our most beautiful season. I can see why. It's refreshing. She takes in a deep breath, and I feel compelled to do the same. Her cheeks turn red from the cold. That was when it hit me. You're not used to winter, are you? No, I guess I'm not. It doesn't even occur to me that I'm asking about her past. Well, to be honest, I spent the last few years of my life in a place with very mild winters, but I used to live here before, so it's not a major change. I guess you could say that it's nostalgic for me. If you don't mind my asking, why exactly did you leave the country? You don't have to answer, but it sounds like you really didn't want to go. I never had much of a life here. I was different as a child, too. I wasn't like you and your sister and your friends at school. I never had to worry about the problems that normal kids face, like homework and friendship and romance. There was nothing tying me to this place, so I left. But I guess that doesn't mean that I was happy to go. Are you happy now? Sorry, I said too much, didn't I? I didn't mean to make you worry, but I never get to talk about myself, so... But to answer your question, yes, I'm happy now, I'm pretty sure. Then that's all that matters. Slowly, aimlessly, we move forward, footprints following us in the snow. How are you gonna explain that to your teacher? Like, where the hell did you go, you asshole? There's something inescapably nostalgic about early winter sunsets. All of those days when the sun sets before 6 and it feels like late evening when you're coming home from school. It's a little bit wistful. How far do you live, by the way? Oh, not too far. Here and there. I should have expected an answer like that from you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me we're back to square one after everything we've talked about. Well, I can't be too open, can I? That would ruin the surprise. I wonder what goes through this girl's mind. Anyway, there's one thing you forgot to calculate this time. Her expression freezes at last, a weak point. Ahem. This time... Are you going to finish the sentence or not? Sorry, I just wanted to see how long the suspense could last. I think you pushed it a bit too far. Oh, sorry. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I was only asking where you live to make sure you could stay out this late. Oh, wait, you're worried about me? Worried is the wrong word. I'm just concerned. That's the same thing. Regardless, you might live outside of the city for all I know. I wouldn't want you going home too late. It's getting hard, but it's still early. I'll be fine. Yeah, but... Well, you live close enough to get home by yourself, right? I do, don't worry. Although, she just mumbled something. I hate when people do that. You said? I said I wouldn't mind if you walked me home anyway. Oh, well. But it's still early, isn't it? There's no need to think about going home yet. Don't get all serious now. You started it. Either she's doing this on purpose or she's just as nervous as me. My money's on the former. Come on, let's go. You walk too slowly. Alright, I'm coming. How long have you been wandering the streets like this? Isn't this the same place? Why are you wandering around traffic? Maybe a couple of hours. As you said it out loud, did it sound at least slightly ridiculous to you? Not really. Should it have? Yes, of course it should have. Doesn't our aimlessness bug you even a little? As long as you're having fun, right? I suppose. Still, we should probably think of somewhere to go. My feet are killing me. You need to improve your stamina. Huh, you mean you're not tired yet? No, not really. But you hardly seem physically fit. Really, do I come across as playful, innocent girl with psychological scars somewhere in the past? Or something like that? When did everyone around me become psychic? I can't imagine you running laps, but anything's possible. I get that reaction a lot. We had a sports day at school once and everyone thought I wouldn't be able to do a thing for the class. And I'm guessing I know what happened next. I won first place in the 200 meters. Ah, so you're intelligent, sophisticated, and athletic. Don't forget reliable and organized. Great. Don't worry though, I couldn't do housework to save my life. And I always spill the crumbs when I'm eating cookies, so I'm not perfect either. How comforting. I swear this girl. One of these days you've got to cure that daydreaming habit. Easier said than done. Ooh, wait a second. Are we daydreaming her? Holy shit. It can't be that bad. Just try focusing more. I can't. My brain is always working. It's like a laptop without a power button. Except it never runs out of batteries. And it can't calculate two-digit products without a pencil and paper. Most people can't. You're too easy. Well, at least I'm always thinking about something. Maybe I'm actually a genius and no one realizes it. A genius that's nearly failing second year math? It could happen. Geniuses don't have to be. I was about to say smart, but that wouldn't be very genius-like of me. Don't have to be academically successful to be intelligent. I could just be, I don't know, deep. I hate to admit it, but you might be right. Still, you have to learn to control your mind. A powerful brain is being wasted on a person like you. Just remember, this is the brain that decided to sacrifice a valuable half day of school, most likely missing a test or two, to waste the evening with a girl he hardly knows. I never said an unsophisticated brain couldn't be a nice one. Compliment number 2? She still isn't very good at this. Okay, now my feet are really hurting. Isn't that what we're originally talking about? It is, isn't it? The conversation was about to go another tangent before I realized what she was doing. Come on, even you must be tired by now. Just a little. Score. See, we should sit down somewhere. Somewhere warm. Well, if you're that tired, I know of a place we can go. I notice Myra limping slightly as she walks ahead. Either your leg is broken or you're as tired as I am. Alright, fine, you win. That's what I thought. But I'm not cold yet, so we're staying outside. Is this even an official path? It's official enough. I didn't know officialness worked on a spectrum. From a well-shoveled and salted city sidewalk, with stores and lounges and food on every corner, I somehow find myself climbing up a snow-covered hill in the middle of nowhere. I can't even begin to fathom my trusted Myra's idea of a nice place to relax. You know, this is probably dangerous. I used to go here all the time in the past. It'll be fine. It's probably illegal as well. Now where's the police have better things to do than to patrol an old hill in the corner of the city? I have better things to do than to be climbing on an old hill in the corner of the city, but I'm still doing it. Well, as long as we don't die, I guess I'm fine with it. Ye probably won't die. Either way, you're climbing below me, so I'll land on you if we fall. In other words, you probably won't die. Precisely. Hoo-hoo. Don't worry though, I'm light. I don't think I could kill you that easily. That isn't the problem here. Oh look, that's the top. And what exactly so special about this place to begin with? You'll find out soon enough. Come on. Myra beckons me to climb faster, and despite my frozen toes and soaking wet socks, I follow. What can I say? This place is beautiful. And it takes a lot more for someone like me to say that. See, I told you it would be worth it. I take a deep breath. The hill is overlooking the city. It's pretty stunning. Say, is there any reason for that huge tree to be planted here? Yes, actually, there is. You can't tell right now, but it's actually a cherry blossom tree. It was donated by a local CEO of a multinational company, and it's been growing here ever since. Huh, pretty impressive. From what I heard, he planted it here to mark what he deemed to be the most beautiful place in the city. Seemed to know an awful lot about this person. Well, I read a lot of books. He's somewhat of a legend in the city too, so it's only natural that I'd know about him. Actually, I think I've heard the story before. What was the name, Kennedy, or was it Kendrick? Leonard Kinsey. Close enough. The company formed has close ties to East Asia as well. Explains why he chose the cherry tree. Yes, it does. Both a business gesture and a sentimental one. Sounds like a great man. He is. He is, but... The last word. But what? You started it. It's a blessing and a curse. Just think about it. His story is a glamorous one, right? The way he fought against the odds, overcoming his rivals, a tale of human courage and willpower. But what about the people he left behind? There's a lot of emptiness. Not for him, really, but for the people who weren't there to witness his struggle against the world. Don't worry about it. You're fine now, right? Whoa, shit, sorry. I have to end it here because I have to prepare for work now. So this is Sepia Tears. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. God damn it, I got you immersed again. This is great, man. This is Sepia. This is so fun. Who is she? Why is she doing this? What's with the bookmark thing? So many questions, and there's so many hints and clues that, hey, actually, maybe she's dead. Like, oh my god, really? Holy shit. Oh boy, let's see what happens next.